Hi guys, it's Pirate Panda Z and whoa. Ooh, that's so much faster. It's not slow.
Get your crayon. Get your crayon. Money.
One more time. Hey guys, it's Pirate Panda Z and I'm gonna do the YouTube 2012 survey. It's kind of been a while, I'm sorry. I've had a lot of schoolwork, I had to move, I had to do all these things. Do you like my posters by the way? They're kind of random and my whole wall is white and looks like completely out of place. But that's a My Little Pony poster and that's a 21 poster. I'm gonna put more stuff on there, but this is my room. So I'm gonna be cheating a little bit just because I saw the questions for YouTube 2012 and I was like, okay, those are cool. But then that night I saw the Charlie So Cool Like video and he did mix of the 2011 2012 questions and they seemed a lot more interesting. So I'm gonna do those instead. So question number one, why are you called that? Well, Sophia, I think my mom just really liked the name, and I think my dad liked the name. I don't know. There's no really cool story behind why my name is the way it is. And my last name, I'm not gonna tell you my last name, but it's Korean for there's a whole lot of us. Let's see I guess my YouTube name is kind of odd, Pyro Panda Z. That started because Pyro. I kind of like fire. I don't know why I put Pyro and Panda. Duh. Z Z has more of a history, has more of a story than my actual YouTube name, like the rest of it, because I had the name Pyro Panda and I thought that sounds really boring. So I tried thinking of different ways to make it interesting. I didn't want to put numbers because I don't know, I didn't want to put numbers. That's why I put on my last YouTube name, so I wanted to change it up. So I put Z because Z makes everything more interesting. It sounded really good to me at the time. Question number two. What is the most expensive casual item of clothing you've ever bought? Well, here's the thing. I started earning my own money this summer. I had two jobs, and so with that money, I think I spent most of it on cosplay, but there is this one. Oh, oh, I'm trying to do things. Anyway. So this is the shirt I bought. It was 15 bucks from Forever 21. It was I think the first really nice shirt I bought by myself. So there we go. Question number three. Tell us about your first kiss. So it all started when I was born in a log cabin outside of Alabama. And I hovered out of my log cabin when I was a baby because I had little jet propellers as legs. And when I was looking up in the night in the beautiful sky, a giant eagle came out of nowhere, swooped down, carried me up to Narnia, where I was dropped off. And together with the falcon, we saved Narnia. We slayed the Ice Queen, saved the digital world, and then afterwards, we booty popped the Sundrop music. Question number four. Tell us about your first gig. So the first gig I think I had was when I was in preschool, and it was for a graduation ceremony, and it was this international graduation ceremony performance thing. And with this girl, I don't know how to describe our outfits. It was a mix of Middle Eastern and Asian. So I looked like an Asian Princess Jasmine. I don't know, but I had to do a certain dance. I remember because when I was 5, I had to go to rehearsals after preschool, and I just hung out with the teacher a lot. But I'm pretty sure I didn't remember the dance. All I remember is just being on stage and just going Number 5. What was the first job you ever wanted as a kid? I think the first job I wanted as a kid, other than being a pink Power Ranger, was being a baker. Because I had a really nice bakery in my hometown, and they had a lot of Japanese and Korean baked goods, what's it called? Chocolate cornets. Good English. They had a lot of really good food. And the atmosphere was really nice and all the people were really nice. So I was like, I want to have this when I'm older. I want to run a bakery. I didn't get inspiration because I watched Kiki's Delivery Service. But then in 6th grade, I found out that in order to run a bakery or become a baker of anything, I need to know how to bake things. And I'm not good at baking, so that dream was shot down real fast. Question number 6. What was the strangest food you've ever eaten? The strangest food I've ever eaten was probably whale. I studied abroad in Japan 2 years ago, and one night two of my friends and I just went out to the sushi bar near our dorm, and on the menu my friend pointed out that there was whale, and we're like, they don't sell whale. But then we found out that they only sell whale in Japan, so I was like, oh, it's a new thing, let's try it. And so it came out in 2 pieces. This thing was like 400 something yen, so it was like $2, $2 each piece. But it was like this, I think like the size of my pointer finger. Like that's how big the sushi roll was. And the meat was red and like it looked pretty intimidating, but I paid for it, so I ate it and I wanted to throw it up really fast because it tasted like uncooked meat and like it had like this. I'm not one who judges food on texture, but it had the weirdest texture I've ever like felt. And so I was debating between throwing it up or like spinning it or like doing something with it, but I paid for it. It was like $2 a piece. And I'm really stingy like that, so I ate it and Question number 7. What would you name your kids? I only have 2 names right now for kids. I would name the female Phi or Faye or Fai, and then I would name the boy Zeal. I think they're pretty interesting names. I wouldn't want to name my kid something boring like Bob or Mary. Nothing against people who have names with Bob and Mary, but I would just like more variety for my children. Question number 8. Tell us about your favorite school teacher. My favorite school teacher was a teacher I had in, well, technically she wasn't my teacher, but she was more like my mentor in 2nd grade. Her name was Mrs. Giordano. And when I was little, I had a really hard time, I don't know, like understanding the English language. It was really odd. And so I had to take a bunch of ESL classes, and she was the only teacher that like actually got through to me. And so like we like read together, and then she raised like my self-confidence because I didn't know the language of the people. Question number 8. Tell us about your favorite school teacher. My favorite school teacher was Mrs. Giordano. She wasn't my teacher technically, but she was my mentor in elementary school because I had a lot of trouble understanding the English language and like reading comprehension and stuff like that. And I was born here, but I don't know why, but I just couldn't understand the English language. So she helped me read. She helped me a lot with reading comprehension. That's like the one thing she really helped me with. And then she kind of like sparked this interest in me to like read books. And so by the time I was in 4th grade, I could read a lot faster than all the other kids in the class, and I was reading 9th grade level books. Like she was that amazing of a teacher. So that's the end of my video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'm not really sure how to say bye yet. D has bye. Other people have things, but I'm gonna think of one eventually, so
貴様、本当の名は何という？
ジュゲムジュゲム五行のすり切れカイジャリ水魚の水魚松雲来松風来松クーネルところに住むところやぶら工事のブラ工事パイポパイポパイポの修輪岩修輪岩のグーリンダイグーリンダイのポンポコピーポンポコナーの超救命の長介。